Alright guys, welcome back. We are now on part 81 of Xenogears, and we are about to enter Dunman's Isle, the final character dungeon of the game. And in here this is pretty much the hardest area character-wise, but it also has some of the best character items in the game. The problem is, you really don't have a use for the character items, which is kind of sad, actually. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? No. Oh cool, this means we get to kill them now. After putting me through that, absolutely. These guys are just normal Doommen. They do not have anything special going on for them. Okay, so now that those guys are dead. So what we need to do is, this area is a maze. It is similar to the desert in Dazel. If you tried to go to the desert past Dazel before seeing all of the scenes and getting the Sand Rover, you would end up getting an endless screen of repeating. That's pretty much what happens here. So what we actually need to do, I'm actually looking at a guide for this because I've only ever been here once and I don't remember how to get through it. But basically you're supposed to go to the east 3 screens. So we've gone once. I probably should be working on Emerald's Death Blows, but it's just easier to nuke them with ethers. Because these Doommen are the same ones that you encountered back at the Ava Desert. They die really easy. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, you head 3 screens to the east. So this is screen number 2. And now we encounter a worm. So we need to kill it. And of course, the worm takes very little damage. Oh, this is bad. See if they can do some damage. No, of course not. Why? Why won't you die? What are you doing? Maybe a spell will work. Oh, there we go. Now we're in business. Okay, when in doubt, nuke it with ether. And Emeralda learned a new death blow. She learned her first 7 AP death blow. Alright, so this is the third screen to the east. At this point, we now need to head north. And we encounter a dragon. Dragons are scary. They deal a lot of damage. They randomly absorb one element. But they also drop the best equipment in the game. Okay, so it looks like it absorbs Wind Ether. Let's try... so it absorbs Wind Ether, so let's try Earth Ether. Okay, it absorbed Earth Ether, that's bad. Let's try Fire Ether! It absorbs Fire Ether. Okay, let's try Water Ether. There we go. Okay, it is weak to Water Ether. So let's try and hope we can kill it before it actually, you know, takes a turn and murders the entire party. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, we just died. Whoops. Well, good thing we saved. This is why we save. Okay, let's try that again. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that its ether breath is an ether attack. It is not a physical attack, so physical defense won't do anything. Actually, let's see here. No, we need to have. Actually, we can put the trader card on Satan and give Faye the. Oh, he doesn't have power crisis on. Okay. That needs to be fixed. There we go. No, that's just a defense boost. Okay. So let's go Yamato Belt and Power Crisis for Faye. We'll give Satan the Trader card. And give him a Yamato Belt as well, just to be safe. And then Emeralda will stay the way she was. So that 25% health boost from the Yamato Belt will also, well, not actually show on characters themselves, but will show in battle. Yeah, go figure. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal, and then we will save again to keep, so that way we can keep track of what we've already done. So this should allow Faye and Satan to survive the hit from the ether or from the dragon's breath ether, and then promptly smack it in the face. Of course, now we have to go through the Doomman rap again. Why is this happening? Why must this game make me suffer so? No, we do not want to go back. We want to murder these guys for making us go through that a second time. We will end them. Emeralda, do what you do best. Alright, so here we go. To the east, 3 screens. So there's the first. And the second. Oh, of course we get to the random encounter right as we're about to do the screen transition. Ah, whatever. Yeah, these are Disc 1 enemies, other than the dragons and the worms, because the game hates you. Actually, I believe the worm is actually the boss from the very first boss in the game, when when Graf was making Faye fight in his ear. So actually the second boss, sorry. Basically it's the fuel drain worm. Because I'm pretty sure it has around the same health as the fuel drain worm had. Alright, so that was 2 screens. And will we make it before random encounter? Maybe? Maybe? Probably not. Oh, wow, we made it. Cool. Okay, so now to the north. Uh-oh. And this is probably going to be that dragon that killed us. Oh no, just sharks. Okay, that one's dead. There we go. Okay, Emeralda learned her new death blow. Yay! Emeralda only has 3 7 AP death blows, unfortunately. Alright, Ignore those sharks, they are a trap. They don't actually lead you anywhere, they just get you lost in the desert. We want to head north a second time. Alright, so here is the skeleton that has a new sword for Satan. But first we have to climb it and desecrate it. Because the sword is shoved in the middle of its spine. Crap. Of course, it's a jumping puzzle, because... yes. Because Xenogears. Xenogears loves its jumping puzzles. Oh, nothing bad can possibly come of that. Alright, let's go ahead and give Satan his new sword. Minor increase in power. Okay, so... now we need to go head back south. Now we go to the west and follow those sharks. Oh, here we go, dragon again. And remember, they randomly absorb an element, or they randomly are weak to an element. So let's find out which one it is. First we test wind. And... nope! Alright, so wind doesn't work, let's try earth. Now the thing to keep in mind, dragons have a crap ton of health. So, yeah. Okay, fire, or earth doesn't work, so fire! Oh wait, that wasn't fire, that was earth. Crap. Oh. Okay. Oh no, that was fire. Okay, never mind. That's right, triangle, triangle, square X is earth. Alright, so this particular dragon is weak to fire, so we need to hammer it and burn it to death. Unfortunately, Emeralda is not really contributing very well on the damage part. But Satan and Faye should be able to hit it hard enough. Dragons generally have around, I want to say 18k HP? So, a very excessive amount. But every little bit helps, so keep burning it, Emeralda. Keep burning it. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, everyone survived. Good. And Faye is now at near critical health, so it should... there we go. Yeah, he's now kicking the dragon's ass. Excellent. Emeralda, unfortunately, is going to have to stay dead for this fight. Or maybe not. But before I do anything, we're going to full heal Satan so that if the dragon decides to cast that Ether Breath a second time... oh great, it doesn't full heal. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, here we go. Alpha Souls restored full. So we're going to full heal Satan so that if it Dragon's Breath again, Satan can heal Faye. Oh, that's right, we have Booster equipped, so we get like 5 turns to the Dragon's Wand. Or it can just die. That works too. So we got a Blessed Helm, which is a very awesome... which is some very awesome equipment. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal up Emeralda. Faye can stay at critical health because Faye at critical health deals retarded damage. Alright, so this is an automatic cutscene. So now we get a little bit of control over the characters. Basically, we try to get them over to one of the chests. This one. Come on, come on. Crap. And then we drop off because we completely missed the chest. Alright, why is it taking so long? Come on! We gotta do this again, but Dunman's Isle is where we get the Godfather gun for Billy, which is his best gun, and which uses the God's Son ammo. One of the chests has the Godfather gun in it, the other chest has a really nice piece of armor called the Kingly Armor. And of course, the first time we fall over, there's a little mini-boss here. We only had to fight this guy once. It's not every time we go over the sandfall. This is the closest thing to a boss in the area. The dragons are actually more dangerous than this thing is. Of course, it does have the insane defense of the worm, or of the sandworm from earlier, but... come on. Come on, game. Please? Maybe? I should have just had Satan skip his turn so Emeralda can nuke it with either. It only has like 200 health, so it goes down pretty easy. Now, we have to go back around. So, to the east one screen. To the north one screen. And then back to the west one screen. And apparently we have to see those sand sharks every time we go to this screen. And this is not... And because there are 2 chests on that sandfall, we have to go through this every time, which means we have to go through this at least one more time. Oh, make that 2 more times. Come on. Yay, lag. Once again, to the east. Well, first random encounter. No, that wasn't very impressive. That, on the other hand, was. Okay, let's try that again. To the east. To the north. Watch the sharks. To the west. And into the sandfall. Haha! Success! So we have gotten the armor. So that means that the other chest over there has the Godson in it. Or the Godfather. Which means we have to go through once again, and this time we go to the right instead of to the left. As we go down the sandfall. Of course, first we have to wait 3 minutes for this thing to load. Oh, how was that noise? Come on! Let's go, we're almost there. There we go. Took a long enough to load. Alright, to the east. To the north. A flock of sand sharks. Quick, let's follow them. That seems like a good idea. And then down the sand pits. One more time. There we go. Okay. We are now done with Doonman's Isle. The only other reason to come here would be to farm dragons, to get the really awesome equipment that they have. They have a new sword for Satan, which I believe is better than the Yamato sword we just got, as well as they have a new whip for Bart. And there are two equipments, or two armors that they carry as well. The Blessed Robe, or Blessed Habit, and the Kaiser Helm that they carry. That also give very good defensive boosts. Come on. Alright, so now that we are done with the Doonman's Isle, we head back to the west to exit. This is why it's very important that you follow this specific path, because Doonman's Isle repeats forever. And if you do not exit out of the specific room that you started off in, you'll never get out. So, like, for example, if you were to go from the original starting room and head south, it would take you into the desert area, and then you can just get lost forever. There is a guy, like, floating around in the desert somewhere who will offer to give you a ride out if you can locate him, but he shows up fairly randomly. I really didn't get all that much gold. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, there he is. Okay. So for giving him a hand in getting out of the sand. This is all automatic. I'm not actually doing anything. So you can go ahead and say yes to get a free ride out of the desert, in case you ever get lost. Of course, the really funny thing is, if we just headed 2 screens to the west, we would have also left. So, go figure. But in case you ever forget where you were, this is a good way to get out. Alright. So that is pretty much it for the side quests. Yeah, these guys are lethal on character mode, so you do not want to ever fight them while on foot. But they do die very quickly, which is good. Okay, so well, actually, that's not true. There is still just a little bit more left to do, but we'll save that for the next video. And so I will be back in a few minutes after I save here. Alright guys, stay tuned. I'll see you in a little bit.